Oh, hello. Welcome to another Today's Decay, where we celebrate births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. And on this day, November 27th, here's what you got going on. 1843, Elizabeth Stride was born, one of the unfortunate victims of Jack the Ripper. In her case, she was one of his victims on a night when he killed two different people, and it's believed that he was interrupted uh, midway through his, or at the beginning of his process with her, um, and so had to kill again that evening, even though like the plan was just one, I suppose. Yeah. So she also wound up not being as the murder wound up not being as gruesome as the majority of other Jack the Ripper victims. Yeah. Also, this day, 1897, Boris Stalgov was born, a illustrator, painter who did a lot of weird tale type pulp magazine covers and interiors, mainly in the 30s and 40s, I believe. On this day, 1927, the film The Wizard premiered. The Wizard starred Edmund Lowe, who a couple years later, I guess, would be more popular with his Shandu the Magician, but he starred opposite what's his name? Von Cyphertits. Gustav von Cyphertits. I did it. Um, yeah, and he plays like like an Aleister Crowley type character, but also like a mixture of Aleister Crowley and like a mad doctor who I believe grafts a human head onto a gorilla's body. I think the movie's lost, but the stills of it look terrific. It's a really great, gruesome gorilla beast character. Yeah, if only we could see it. I feel like I've got stuff around here for it somewhere, but I couldn't find it in time for this. On this day, 1935, Verity Lambert was born, of Doctor Who fame. I really appreciate a good deal of Doctor Who's output, and part of it is it's not like a one-person production. Um, she was right there and really a crucial member of the production team to create the completely oddball end result that is Doctor Who after 40, 50, 60 years, however long it's been going on for. Yeah. On this day, 1942, the film The Undying Monster premiered. This is a John Bram production. John Bram I've talked about before, be it on his birthday or one of his other releases like The Lodger or Hangover Square. So he did 3 films at 20th Century Fox that were really high-end gothic horror films, or high-end, as high-end as Fox is going to get, I suppose. Um, yeah, and this one's all about a werewolf. Oh, I do have something really cool for this. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. So this was originally, this story was a novel put out in England. Here we go. And it's part of the Philip Allen Creep series. This is cool. The Undying Monster. So the film came out in 42, but the book with this like super primitive dust jacket artwork is like 30, mid 30s, 34. And it was put out by Philip Allen, which is like a London 1936. It's a werewolf tale, but so it was put out by the Philip Allen company who did the Creep series. So they all have like this similar spine. Mystery stories. Here's a whole list of other ones that are kind of in the same world. A lot of this was also like weird tales type stories, real Sin, Perversion, Monsters, S&M features prominently through a lot of this stuff, or some of it at least. Here, the famous Creep series. Yeah, that's like a whole nother story we can get into on another day for one of these other writers when they have their birthdays or whatever. But this is all really exciting. I'd like the earlier Creep series has really great painted dust jacket artwork, and then as we go into like the mid-30s, it just gets like worse and worse, but in like a really amazing way. We'll get there. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, what else? Today, 1965, Gamera, the Giant Monster premiered. And in 1968, I'm not going to be able to pronounce this. The Ferdalski Midget UFO incident occurred in the USSR, which was, you know, maybe a crash-landed disc from outer space with some interesting footage of it out there. So Google it if you can figure this out. SVERDLOVSK. Probably just Midget UFO will work, right? Midget UFO, USSR. How many other things could there be? Anyway, that was it for today, November 27th. Until tomorrow, goodbye.